Hello from Champion Christian. It's a Southwest Region showdown and a doubleheader for you. We'll start with the ladies. It's the top-ranked Champion Christian Tigers at 10-2, 3-1 at home, and 5-0 in Southwest Region play. Hosting 8th-ranked Arlington, the Patriots 7-4 and 3-1 in the Southwest Region. Hi, everybody. Chris Sheeman with you. Let's meet the starters for tonight's game. And for interim head coach Sky Roach and the Patriots, it's number 1, Demaya Derby. Number 5 is Jakayla Bradford. Number 10, Heaven Scott. Number 12 is Karina Rivera. And number 35 is Jayla Johnson. Now for DeAnthony Ellison and the Tigers, number 1, Lily Pickett. Number 12 is Tori Hayes. Number 13, Justice Irish Holmes. Number 24 is Aaliyah Clark. And number 31, Cameron Gentry. Patriots won their 4th straight game on Wednesday, beating Bacone 90-76. Tigers went road tripping and took down Barclay on Monday 98-62. Champion had an NCAA season high 79% from the field. They shot 34 for 43. They were 83% from 3. They hit 15 out of 18. Aaliyah Clark had a season high 36 points. And we have an administrative technical foul to start the game as Lily Pickett misses the first of 2. So something may be wrong with the book or something along those lines. So a 1-point advantage at the start for Champion as Pickett gets 1 out of 2. And now we'll have the jump ball between Johnson and Pickett to get us going. These two teams have formed a nice postseason rivalry, which we'll talk a little bit about as the evening goes on. Here's Scott getting it down low to Johnson. Back out to Scott for 3. No good. And the rebound chased down by Aaliyah Clark. Clark into the forecourt. Tigers. Quick trip home. Justice Irish Holmes for 3. And it's 4-0 for Champion here on the opening possession. Trouble with the pass down low. It was deflected by Champion, though, so it'll stay with the Patriots. Patriots have these like white numbers on these light gray jerseys. So if I'm not talking about the Patriots players specifically enough for the Arlington fans out there, talk to your clothing manufacturers, because this is ridiculous. I can see the numbers closest to me, but over there I got no idea. I know that's Johnson down low scoring. Jayla Johnson makes it 4-2 here in the early going. Johnson 7 points per ball game, junior from Claiborne, Texas. Also averages a shade under 5 rebounds. Nice cut by Irish Holmes, and the reverse no good. Rebound controlled by Derby, I believe. Bradford bounce pass awry. Clark in transition, taking on 3 defenders, can't score. Rebound controlled by Scott. Scott goes coast to coast. She's off. Gentry has the rebound. So we've played a minute and a half up and down action. Clark, too strong. Gentry, offensive rebound. Swings it out to Tori Hayes. Entry pass to Gentry, and she's stripped but fouled by Johnson. Cameron Gentry will go to the free throw line. 15.6 points per ball game. Top shooter in Division II at 58%. Top rebounder at 19 a game. 3rd in blocks with 2.3 per game. She's a 68% free throw shooter. She gets the first one to go. Gentry, if you weren't around for our last broadcast, she has the recent record, at least, for rebounds in a game. She had 32 in a game earlier this year. That's the high in the NCAA in Division I or Division II, and the most since at least 2017. Another turnover for Arlington. Patriots are sloppy at the get-go. Can the Tigers capitalize? It's Pickett top of the key. Pickett, rocket to Tori Hayes, who wasn't ready for it. Goes through her hands, and the Tigers turn it right back over. Heron gets it down low. Ball swung over to Bradford. Now up top, Scott for three off the back iron. Hayes tipped the rebound. It comes back to Heron, who bounce passes it into the backcourt, and that'll be a backcourt violation. Tigers will get it back. Tigers beat Arlington in the Southwest Region semis last year, 83-72, but Arlington beat Champion in the semis in the NCCAA Championship Tournament, 90-70. Tigers won the lone regular season meeting in 2021. They didn't play in the regular season last year. Justice Irish Holmes, not that time, hit her first three-pointer. So into the forecourt, here's Johnson for three for Arlington. Gentry's got the rebound. We've played 3 minutes thereabouts. Holmes into the front court. Pickett, defender, went for the steal. Out to Clark for three. Yes! Aaliyah Clark makes it 9-2. Good start for Champion on their home court. Well, they say it's only a 2, I believe. So Clark with 2, not 3. And it's 8-2, not 9-2. Clark will try a triple this time, not getting it to go. Johnson the rebound. Catch and shoot three-pointer, and Arlington answers right back with a much-needed 3. 6:20 to go. It's an 8-5 start for Champion with Aaliyah Clark into the forecourt. Tori Hayes on the right block. Backing down her defender and scoring with ease, Tori Hayes. Nice post moves for Tori. Down low, the bucket no good for Arlington. But they're going to keep it. It was a foul actually on Clark. So 10-5 Champion, 5:56 to go. Johnson down low, gets it out to Derby, I believe. Tamaya Derby, first in assist with 6.1. Not going to get the assist there as Arlington loses it out of bounds. Three-game road trip coming up for Champion after this. On Wednesday, they're at Arkansas Baptist, then rematch with Arlington on the 27th, at Dallas the next day. Tori Hayes backing down again. That time she's short, climbs over the back to get the rebound, but called for the foul. Tigers just 14 turnovers a game. That's first in Division II. Opponents are 18 a game. 4-game winning streak for Arlington, 4-game winning streak for the Tigers. Johnson too strong. Boy, Hayes got some contact as she fell down. Now players diving for it. Jump ball possession arrow favors the Tigers with 5:13 to go, just underway here in quarter number 1. First of a doubleheader. Guys' game will be at 7 o'clock, thereabouts. Pickett into the forecourt. Holmes open again for three. Got another one. Her second. Justice Irish Holmes with 6 points. 34% three-point shooter. Champions climbed the 4th in Division II in three-point shooting at 30%. Shot no good for Arlington. Here come the Tigers. Clark looking to push it. Holmes, nobody closed out on her. Couldn't get it to go. Gentry the rebound. Out to Pickett for three. Yes! Lily Pickett, her first field goal. She's 6th in Division II, shooting three-pointers at 39%. And the Tigers, let's update the score for you. It's actually 16-5, 4:23 to go. Timeout, Arlington. Rough start for the Patriots. We'll be back here in just a moment. I'll be back with you in February on the 2nd. Another doubleheader. Southwestern and Venice will be in town, and then we'll wrap our coverage on the 10th. The guys taking on Arkansas Baptist. What a start for champion Justice Irish Holmes, 6 of the 16 points. 11-point lead for the Tigers, as I believe that's Derby going and drawing contact. 4:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Tamaya Derby, 8.4 points per ball game. She is a good shooter overall, 54% from the field, 60% from three, but just 40% from the charity stripe. She gets that one to go, though. I mentioned before the timeout, Derby leading Division II with 6.1 assists per ball game. Gets both free throws. So the lead is 9 for champion, 16-7. 4:14 to go in quarter number 1. Patriots with the press. And it works. Turnover. Pickett coughs it up, and the layup is good. 16-9. Gentry, Pickett. Clark left alone. Grazes the rim. Gentry, the putback too strong. Cameron using that size, though. And she draws contact. So Cameron, who's got the size advantage right now, back at the free throw line. Gentry averaging 15.6 per game and 19 rebounds. How about this 4-game winning streak for champion? Good defensive start for the Tigers here today. Defense has been the name of the game. Opponents in this 4-game winning streak, they're shooting 18% from three. Arlington starting the heat up, though. I believe that was Scott over there. Again, Patriots fans, I got no earthly clue. Pickett into the forecourt. Here is Holmes. Pickett gets a screen. She'll shoot the three. Can't hit it. Rebound controlled by Arlington. Derby looking to push. This is Rivera for three, and she answers. So quick 6 points for Arlington. So Karina just 22% from three in rhythm there, though. No call there. It's got to be something. They're letting them play. Here's Tori Hayes for three. Yes! It's raining triples at champion right now as Tori Hayes is up to 5 points. Attacking again, the bucket and the foul for Arlington. I believe that's Scott. Yeah, it was Scott. 21-17. Tigers led it 16-5. 12 quick points out of the timeout. Tori Hayes is going to check out. Janiyah Gilliam checking in. We haven't seen her on the home court in a little while. In and out on the free throw, so it remains a 4-point advantage for champion. Pickett into the forecourt. Clark the crossover. Holmes steps left, fires a three, too strong. And it's chased down by Gilliam, who got tripped. Might be bonus time here for the Tigers. Both teams racking up the fouls in this first quarter. Not quite yet. So Clark to inbound. Gilliam will take a shot. Can't get it to go, and it's Scott chasing down the rebound. Throws it down low for Johnson, who puts it up and in. And we got a 2-point ball game. 16-5 start for champion. Since that time, 14-5 run for Arlington. Clark pull up at the free throw line. Yes. Second field goal for Aaliyah. She's got 4. Near side Rivera. Johnson gets it out to Scott. Scott from the baseline, no good. Rebound by Clark. Minute 33 to play in the first quarter. Holmes attacking. Gets around the defense and scores. Tough angled shot. Justice Irish Holmes, 8 points in the opening quarter. 4-point lead, 6-point lead. Johnson backing down. 25-19, the correct score on your screen now with a minute 8 to go. Rivera's been hot. Long on that triple try. Pickett over to Holmes. Clark. Yes, Aaliyah Clark. 7 first quarter points for Clark. 28-19, lead back to 9. Now Champion on a run. Scott thought about it. Johnson turnaround. Yes. Arlington needed that one. High scoring first quarter. About a 5-second difference, game and shot clock. Pickett walks it up. Holmes is open. Pickett being aggressive. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped out. Gilliam hustling to chase it down. Clark rockets it. Gentry, oh, what a dime. What a dime by the big. Pickett scores. Capital A on the assist. 6 seconds to work with now for Arlington. They take a 3 and they hit it at the buzzer. 30-24. What a wild first 10 minutes between two talented rivals. We'll go to quarter number 2 here in just a moment. That's me, Chris Shima, glad to be with you from the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina. Southwest Region action in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's top-ranked Champion Christian 30 and Arlington 8th ranked, the Patriots 24. We are headed towards triple digits as Heron in this one. Heron long on the 3, full court to Irish Holmes. Derby on her. Justice Irish Holmes, 8 points. Aaliyah Clark was 7. Tori Hayes, 5. Lily Pickett was 6. Edmondson into the game with a quick trigger. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Johnson's got the rebound for the Patriots. Rivera stepped back, airballed it. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors Champion. So just underway in quarter number 2, first of a doubleheader. Gilliam, Edmondson, Gentry, Pickett, and who am I missing? Irish Holmes is over there on the far side. That's the 5 right now for Champion. Pickett looking to dance and shake and bake. Over to Edmondson, down low Gentry. Swings it back to Lely for 3. And the nice box out there by Johnson. Here comes Derby into the forecourt. It's Heron, back to her. Top of the key, Johnson will shoot the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Holmes, and that was off the foot of Johnson out of bounds. So 8:51 to go in the half, just underway here in quarter number 2. Arlington trailing by 6. And a traveling call there on Edmondson. Champion led 16-5. Patriots cut it down to 2 at one point out of a timeout. Champion pushed it back to 9. Arlington answered back. Scott for 3, no good. Gentry the rebound. Gilliam into the forecourt. Janiyah putting the moves on. Well, her ball handling has really improved. Pickett for three off the back rim. Scott attacking now into the forecourt. And Gilliam called for the foul. 8:12 left to go here in this opening half. After a raucous offensive first quarter, the teams have cooled off here in the first couple of minutes as Karina Rivera comes back into the game. And I believe it was Scott who went out. Derby over to Johnson. They're letting her have those threes. She hits one this time, though. Might want to close out next time. 30-27. First points of the quarter belong to Arlington. Pickett into the forecourt. Doubled in the corner. Throws it away. It's a steal. That's Rivera to the cutter Derby, who lays it up and in. We got a 1-point game, 30-29. Champion. Arlington is not led. We had an administrative technical foul to start the game. Pickett hit 1 out of 2. Tigers led it 4-0 at the get-go. Nice ball movement to Gentry for 2. Gentry with 6 here in the opening half. Derby over to Heron. Down low, it's Johnson again. Backing down, got it to go over Gentry. Not easy to do. Pickett whips it into the forecourt. I think Sky Roach, the interim coach, is taking the book out of her former coach, McDaniel, with the press, with the fast break-in, with the three-point shooting. This looks like Arlington of old. A lot of players for both of these schools have gone on to coach either at the high school level or the collegiate level. Sky Roach getting an opportunity on an interim basis. Not sure what happened to, I think they had Baptist, the school from Missouri. I think they had their coach for a little while. Sky Roach running the show right now for Arlington, and it's 34-31 champion. Patriots looking for contact there. Here's Pickett. Pickett fouled from behind. That's a frustration foul there. Alyssa Pryor into the game with the foul. And she's going to go right back out as Heron comes back into the game. Pickett over to Clark for 3. Grazes the rim, that's it. Scott back in the game, pulls down the rebound, throws it ahead. That's Rivera down low. Derby the extra pass to Johnson. Attacking Rivera, had it ripped away, got it back. Heron trouble with the pass, shot clock at 12. I don't think we're going to be mentioning the shot clock a whole lot here tonight as Johnson steps to the left. 1-point game again. 6:02 to go in the quarter. Tori Hayes off the bench. She'll come in at the next whistle. Pickett backs it out, guarded by Rivera. Oh, they leave Holmes alone. Yes, again for Justice. You don't want to leave her open. First player in double figures for champion. Holmes has 11. Near side Scott. This is Rivera over to Heron. Now Derby. Johnson with the fake. Attacks, can't bank it. Tip for the rebound. Gilliam has it. 5:18 left to play here in this second quarter. Pickett will wait for her friends. Gentry looking to back down. And a block is called there. Johnson looking to take the charge. Correction, Lexi Campbell. I thought it was Johnson. Folks, I cannot see their numbers, so I apologize if I get anything wrong. So Campbell is evidently the post player now. Johnson did start the game. Gilliam now top of the key. Here is Clark on the left side. Hayes back in there. Gets the ball down low. Got the bucket. Second field goal in the paint for Tori Hayes. Lead is back to 6, 39-33. Past the midway point here in the second quarter. So Arlington answering back. Pickett right to the hoop, goes in and out, right back in. Lely's got 8. And we got a timeout called with 4:21 to go in the half. Champion leads by 6. We'll step aside. Welcome back, everybody. 6-point lead, 41-35. Derby backing down, throws up the shot, can't get it to go. Clark with the rebound. Clark hesitates, goes behind the back, over to Hayes. Pull up, yes. Tori Hayes heating up off the bench. She's got 9 points. Lead is 8 for Champion. They've led by as many as 11. Rivera now, I believe, is Campbell, and we got a foul called on Champion. 3:43 to go here in this second quarter. Cameron Gentry getting ready to come into the game. She'll replace Janaya. Tigers and Patriots both looking to make it 5 wins in a row. Get some bragging rights, too, in this rivalry. No doubt these teams could see each other in the postseason. Aaliyah Clark, oh, she blows it. There was no transition defense there for Arlington. Clark can't make them pay. Down low, the bucket in transition is good for Stewart. That was Stewart. I guessed right. I am guessing. I am just flat out guessing. Got that one, though. So Layla Stewart with the bucket. 43-37. Gentry over to Clark, corner 3, no good. Cameron the offensive rebound, out to Holmes for 3. Yes! Justice Irish Holmes has 14 points in this first half. Champions ripped off 46 points. Campbell can't get it to go. Gentry the rebound, 2:37 to go here until halftime. Holmes to the bucket this time. Janaya Holmes, or Justice Irish Holmes, excuse me, can do no wrong. She's got 16 points. Champion matches its biggest lead now at 11. Got to be careful here if you're Arlington. Rivera. Derby. And that's going to be a turnover. Why am I laughing, you might be asking? Because I hear this noise and it sounds like people talking, and then I listen again. The cat is behind me snoring so loudly that I can hear it through my headset. And if I'm quiet long enough, you might be able to hear it. At least she's not bugging me, right? Oh, man. Pickett to Clark down low. The reverse by Clark, no. Put back by Clark, no. And Rivera comes down with it. Nope, that's not Rivera. That's Scott, who's fouled from behind. Frustration foul for Aaliyah Clark there. Minute 49 to go. No bonus yet for Arlington. First time in the game, Geraldine Hardy, the senior from Louisiana. Somebody send me a king cake. We got no king cake in South Carolina. It's disgraceful. Here's Derby for three. Yes, on the rainbow. She's a real good three-point shooter, 60%. Doesn't take a ton of them, but Pickett into the forecourt. Looking down low. Offensive foul instead as Scott takes the charge. Derby walks it into the forecourt. Rivera had a block. That's not Rivera, that's Pryor, blocked from behind. With a minute 15 to go, 8-point game. It was 30-24 after the first quarter. Defenses have settled down a little bit. Nice defensive play. Speaking of which, Gentry on the inbound rips it away. Pickett. Bounce pass to Torrey. Pull up. Yes, again. Tori Hayes in double figures. She's got 11. Champion's got 50 on the board. Derby, Rivera. Now Pryor. Pryor cuts to the bucket over Gentry, no good. And Gentry with a nice rebound there. Pickett steps into a triple. Too strong. Hayes the putback, and she got bumped. She knew that contact was coming. That was alert play by Tori Hayes there. 77% free throw shooter going to go to the line for two. If you'd have told me 2001 was my freshman year in college, my broadcasting 101 at Cleveland State, and if you'd have told me it'd be 2023 and my biggest distraction as a broadcaster would be a cat snoring behind me, I'd have thought you were nuts. But here we are. Hayes gets 1 out of 2. She's got a dozen. Arlington can hold for the final shot. Doesn't mean they will. This has been a quick pace. Campbell is fouled, so she's going to the line with 17 seconds. Lexi Campbell, junior from Cedar Hill, Texas, 63% free throw shooter. That's 3 on Tori. Big loss there. She's going to have to go out for this half and maybe won't start the second half. We'll see. Jalen Edmondson back in. They got 51 on the board, 51-41. I wonder if that was a correction. I thought Aaliyah Clark hit a 3 in the first quarter that was called a 2, or that was shown up as 2 points on the scoreboard. 3 seconds to work with. Another offensive foul as the charges are starting to come for the Patriots. So the Patriots will have a few seconds to work with here. Pryor's got to get it from half court. She hoists, can't get it to go, and Champion takes a 10-point lead to the locker room. 51-41 after 12 minutes of up and down basketball in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We'll take the halftime break. It'll be a 12-minute break. We'll be back in about 12 minutes with all the second half action. Trust me, you're not going to want to go anywhere. Welcome back to Champion. Chris Sheeman back here at the home studio in South Carolina. 51-41, high scoring first half for both teams, but the Tigers with a double-digit lead. It'll be Arlington with the basketball to start this second half. Nice pass by Johnson. The three-pointer no good, but extra chance opportunity courtesy of Rivera, who's got it in the corner. To the cutter, Heron, and she throws it to Justice. Justice Irish Holmes, 16 points. Tori Hayes with a dozen. Aaliyah Clark, Cameron Gentry, and Lily Pickett all have 8 points apiece. That is the scoring. Here's Clark for three in the corner. Got it to go. Good start to the second half for Aaliyah, and the Tigers take their biggest lead. It's 13. Both teams on 4-game winning streaks. Patriots ranked 8th in the poll that came out January 10th at 7-4, 3-1 in Southwest Region play. Tigers are top ranked. They're 10-2, 3-1 at home, 5-0 in Southwest Region play. Johnson gets it into the front court now for the Patriots. These two teams have become fast rivals in the last several years as Gentry blocks but fouls Johnson. Mentioned last year they met in the Southwest Region tournament in the semifinals. Tigers won, but Arlington knocked out Champion, who was looking for back-to-back national championship trophies. Instead, Arlington won in the NCCAA semifinals. 2 years ago, the Tigers won the lone regular season meeting. Arlington won the ACCA championship game. It was one of the most wild games you can imagine. 196. Arlington won that game. But Champion won the NCCAA championship game 87-81 over Arlington. Extra chance opportunities. Heron can't get the three to go. Tori Hayes with the box out. So Tigers by 12. Minute and a half into this second half. First of a doubleheader. We'll have the guys for you. 7-ish. Tori Hayes has been doing great work down low. 14 points for Tori, and I think 12 of those in the paint. Derby putting the moves on, looking to be aggressive. So Derby with 2 more. Lead remains 12. Pickett to Holmes, over to Clark. Cross court to Pickett, corner 3. Off the side iron. Johnson's got the rebound. Derby into the forecourt. Heron waits, shoots the 3, and hits it. You could be up 30, 40, 50 points against Arlington. If they can get hot, they can get back in it. 9-point game. Holmes looking for Gentry and miscommunication there. 7:24 to go here in quarter number 3. Arlington will get a stop here. Looks like that's Pryor coming back into the game. Pryor came in for Heron, I believe. Scott on the far side. Rivera over to Derby. Derby splits the defense, fouled on the floor, I believe. Next 2 at home for Arlington. They'll play Tuesday against Dallas, then next Friday, the rematch with Champion. 3-game road trip following this one for the Tigers. They're at Arkansas Baptist on Wednesday. They're at Arlington the 27th, at Dallas the 28th. They'll end January at home against Randall on the 31st. We'll have that for you on Tiger TV. I won't be with you for that one, though. Down low, Johnson blocked from behind by Gentry. Johnson tried to rip it away, but she was frustrated with the block. The correction, that was Campbell. That's Campbell, not Johnson. So Campbell with the miss and then the frustration foul. Aaliyah Clark breaks the press, attacks the bucket, goes glass no, and a blocking foul going to be called on Arlington. So Aaliyah Clark, former Patriot, will go to the free throw line. 11 points here tonight for Aaliyah. She's a 61% free throw shooter on the season. Tigers are 5th in D2, shooting free throws at 69%. Clark gets them both. Lead back to 11 for Champion. Clark with a baker's dozen. Tigers are the top scoring team, 79.6 points per ball game. Pryor had it blocked by Gentry. Clark, and that's going to be another blocking foul on Derby. No, they call a travel. Clark had no room to turn and land. That's a terrible call. Terrible call. See if the Patriots can capitalize on it, though. They'll get the basketball. And why is the guy right near us making that call? What's this guy with the basketball doing to earn his check? Well, I'll tell you, folks, in the Carolinas here, we got way worse officiating than that. Believe me, they don't let you do anything. Most of the teams that I work with in the Carolinas, both teams are in the double bonus 6 minutes into the game. Pryor with a nice turnaround, so Arlington benefits from the call, and it's 58-49, 9-point game again. Clark goes behind the back, swings it out to Justice for three, no good. Gentry the rebound. Gentry back to Holmes, but airmailed it out of bounds. 6:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Patriots will get it back off the turnover. Derby into the forecourt. Campbell top of the key. Will attack. Couple of fakes. Can't get the bucket to go. Fight for the rebound. It's off Pryor, out of bounds. Back to Champion. Tori Hayes has 3 fouls, by the way. Keep that in mind. Janiah Gilliam back in the game. Looks like she's out there for Pickett. Rest of the starters still on the court. Hayes, Holmes, Gentry, and Clark. Nice cut by Justice, and she got whacked by Pryor, so she's going to the free throw line. Justice Irish Holmes with 16 points tonight. Just a 54% free throw shooter. Tigers on a 4-game winning streak, much like the Patriots. I mentioned Champion holding their opponents to 18% from 3 during this 4-game winning streak. How about 17.8 offensive rebounds a game? Almost 18 offensive rebounds a game for the Tigers in the last 4 games. Their season average is 14.8, lead back to 10. Tigers also 15 turnovers a game while forcing 20 and a half. Down low, Campbell got it to go. She's hit some tough buckets. Full court press is on. They say that was saved. Down to Derby. Derby can't get it to go. Follows her miss, and she got fouled. I believe by Janiah. Maybe a jump ball was called there. Heron back in the game, meanwhile. So Heron came back in for Pryor. Inbound deflected. Tori Hayes runs out of real estate. Scott inbound. Derby back to her on the wing. Rivera, the bounce pass. Tori Hayes, oh, frustrated with herself there. Couldn't quite handle it. Would have had an easy steal there. I don't know about easy, but it would have been a steal. We're just past the midway point here in this third quarter now, and Campbell to inbound. Derby, the shot clock was winding down. Nobody knew it. Patriots, a clerical error that time. Tigers are second in shooting at 40% as a team. Arlington not far behind them. They're 39%. That's fifth. Aaliyah Clark being aggressive again. Aaliyah Clark knows this style that the Patriots are playing. Campbell, top of the key. Carried the basketball, got away with it. Here's Derby over to Scott. Derby in the corner, Heron. Cut off on the baseline, back out to Derby. Rivera attacks, blocked, but before that she traveled. Holmes to Gilliam. Clark now walks it across midcourt with 4:14 remaining here in quarter number 3. Gentry on the wing. Campbell was ready for that. That's an alert defensive play there for Campbell. Out to Heron for 3. It's short. Janiyah chases down the rebound. Now she'll gather. That's what I mean when I say Janiyah's had better ball handling, although Justice commits the turnover. Last year, I think Janiyah would have gotten ahead of herself there, and that would have ended up being a turnover. Instead, she kept the dribble, but Justice couldn't handle the pass, so the Tigers do turn it over. Still leading by 10, though. Scott Derby, top of the key. On the left, Heron. Pass deflected back to Derby. Campbell, over 2 defenders, gets the roll. Tough bucket there. Lead is 8 for the Tigers. Tigers had 30 points after the first quarter. Clark, short on it. Rebound Scott. Throw ahead to Heron for 3. No. Janiyah's got the rebound. Gilliam will walk it into the forecourt as we go inside. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Janiyah going to be fouled by Scott. Fifth foul. No, not yet. Clark to Tori Hayes. She's done good work down low here today, and she stays on her streak. Tori's got 16 points. Lead back to 10. Patriots can't answer, and then it's off Arlington out of bounds. Chris Sheba, glad to be with you from the home studio in South Carolina. It's the top-ranked champion Christian Tigers and the 8th-ranked Arlington Baptist Patriots from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Clark to Torrey. Gentry out to Holmes, steps right. The 3 no good. Rebound by Derby. 3-on-3. And Heron's pass off the mark. Justice with the steal. 2-on-2 for Champion. Justice too strong off the glass. Rebound by Scott, and then she got fouled. Holmes frustrated. 17 points for Justice Irish. Holmes is a high for Champion. 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. Champion's been up comfortably, but Arlington hanging around here. Campbell too strong. Gentry trouble with the pass, then she just kind of gave up on the play. Campbell attacks and scores off the turnover. Turnovers leading to easy buckets. You don't want to do that against Arlington. Gilliam into the forecourt. Clark will back it up. Minute 33 to play in the third quarter. Tori Hayes at the free throw line, left alone and got it to go again. So Tori now has 18 points. That's a high, lead back to 10. Pryor called for steps. So Arlington turning it over. Holmes. Scott got in the passing lane. Now here she comes. Scott throws it up, can't get it to go, but going to the free throw line, Heaven Scott. 57% free throw shooter. Arlington is fourth in assists per ball game at 14.9. Champions eighth at 13.9. Clark doubled up. Cross court to Holmes. Now Gentry in the forecourt. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Gentry down low, doubled up. Janiyah for three. Ooh, Tori Hayes, yes, on the putback and the foul. I thought that was going to bounce up and in. Let's see if we could take another look at this real quick. We haven't busted out the replay because of the pace of this game, but while Tori gets ready to shoot this free throw. Now look at this shot. See how it looks like it might bounce up and in? Everybody kind of quit except for Tori as she misses the free throw. Shot clock is off. 67-56 correct score, champion. Campbell got fouled, they say, by Janiyah, who was looking for a tie-up call. Jalen Edmondson comes in for Janiyah. We haven't seen Lely since the opening minutes in this second half. Hopefully she's okay. Lexi Campbell at the line. Two of the top teams in the NCCAA, postseason rivals, region rivals. Putting on a show, 10-point lead for Champion with 12 seconds to go. Justice was out of bounds. Some mental errors both ways in this game. So last shot time now, maybe for Arlington. Again, nobody's holding the ball for very long. Derby into the forecourt. Top of the key three is an air ball that goes out of bounds at the buzzer. So Champion maintains a double-digit lead after 3 quarters of play. 67-57 Tigers trying to win their 5th in a row. We'll be back with the final quarter in just a moment. On to the fourth quarter we go. Tori Hayes is up to 20 points. Game high for champion. Justice Irish Holmes right behind her with 17. Aaliyah Clark also with 15 points. Cameron Gentry with 8 points. Leah Lee Pickett with 8 as well. That is all the scoring. Tori Hayes, she's just getting whatever she wants on that right block. 22 in the game for Tori. Pryor back in the game. Down low, Campbell. Turnaround, no. Tori with a nice rebound. Edmondson. They're feeding Tori again. Double team comes. She got fouled before the shot. Both of these teams on a 4-game winning streak. Champion lost that first game against Division II Hawaii Pacific in Hawaii before taking down Chaminade. They say Tori was in the act of shooting, so she's at the line. 23 points for Tori. On Monday, it was Aaliyah Clark going off. She had 36. I told DeAnthony, I just wanted to double check to make sure the numbers were right because Champion shot 79% in that game on Monday. Nice answer back from Campbell. No, that was Johnson. I can never tell. Johnson and Campbell are both bigs. They both have buns, and I'm lost. So that was Johnson. Apologies. 71-59 champion. Clark Hezzy drives down to Tori. She got bumped in the back. Hard foul there by Derby. Good sportsmanship from the two rivals there. Pickett coming in for the first time since early on in this second half as Clark is hurt. So Aaliyah Clark is going to go out. Frustrated, but seems to be walking okay. So hopefully just a short breather. Pickett comes back into the game. So Tori Hayes back at the line. 8:47 to go in game one of our doubleheader. What a game for the NAIA transfer. Tori Hayes, 26 points. And the lead is 14. Johnson kicks it out. Catch and shoot three, no good. Ball tipped by Hayes to Gentry, who got tied up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Champion with the possession arrow. Now the officials are going over to talk about it. So once again, for the Tigers, a 3-game road trip back at home on the 31st of January against Randall. I won't be with you for that one. The folks at Champion will stream that for you here on this channel, though, so be on the lookout for it. I'll be with you on the second Southwestern Adventist doubleheader. Edmondson into the forecourt. Edmondson, Pickett, Justice Irish Holmes, Gentry, and Hayes. Tori putting the moves on. She's feeling good going to the free throw line yet again. That's 3 team fouls already on Arlington. Smart basketball. Keep attacking. If they're going to get you to the free throw line, just really intelligent basketball from the senior. Playing in her, coaches, they'll always say, well, every game's a big game. Well, this is a real big game when you get to play one of your rivals, a national championship contender maybe. And it's good to see the transfer stepping up in a huge way. Tori Hayes has 28 points here tonight. Scott from the baseline got it to go. Yeah, Arlington down their biggest deficit at 16 briefly. Now they've got to be careful here. Still plenty of time for a team that's a dangerous shooting team, as Arlington always is, but got to start getting some stops on this end. Nice crossover by Lely. Holmes for three. Too strong. Torrey has the rebound. Out to Edmondson for three. And the rebound on the nice box out for Rivera. Scott hesitates. Cut off. Got it back out to Rivera. Here is Pryor. This is Derby, the runner. Airballed it. And that's going out of bounds off Arlington. Pick it into the forecourt. About 3 minutes into this final quarter. Step back for Lely. Around the world, no. Scott chases down the rebound. Throws it ahead to Johnson. Bounce pass looking for Pryor, the scoop and score. Hayes got whacked in the face. Holding her head, but she appears to be okay. Champion will slow it up as Torrey is slow to come into the frame here. Pickett in the corner, shot clock at 12. Lely to Torrey. Swings it out, miscommunication. Gentry with three, they got a hoist. Pickett does in the corner, can't hit it. Nice defensive effort there for the Patriots. Trying to put a run together now after falling down 16. Down low, Johnson's going to go to the free throw line. Chance to cut it to 10. Jayla Johnson, 65% free throw shooter. Johnson, 7 points, 5 rebounds a game. Got both free throws, so 6-0 run for Arlington, 75-65. Tigers looking for their 11th win of the year, trying to stay perfect in region play, go to 6-0. Pickett. Cross-court pass was tipped. Holmes is there. Shot clock down to 9. Aaliyah Clark now back out there. Contested shot, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds back to Arlington. So Tigers getting a little tight offensively. Torrey Hayes on the bench right now. Janiah Gilliam out there. Lely Pickett. Justice Irish Holmes, Cameron Gentry, and Aaliyah Clark. Johnson down low. The scoop can't score. Tipped rebound. Gentry trying to wrestle it away. Pryor fights for it. The runner Derby, no good. Another offensive rebound by Johnson. She's outworking Gentry. She is outworking Gentry right now. And it's an 8-point game. 8 straight points for Arlington. Clark into the forecourt. Cameron calls for it. She wants to answer back, and she does. That's a statement bucket right there for Cameron Gentry. She demanded that basketball. Said, I know I messed up defensively. Give me the ball. Let me make amends. 10 points for Cameron. Derby down low to Johnson. Swings it out. Scott extra pass to Pryor, the runner. Banks it in. Gilliam needs some help, and it's going to be taken away by Scott, the runner. Yes. The press works for Arlington. Quick inbound there by Pickett to Clark. Throw ahead to Holmes. Janiyah thought about it. Now she'll back it out. 4:15 to go in the game. Cameron Gentry again, yes. Had the size mismatch on the defensive switch. Gentry's got a dozen. Champion 79, Arlington 71. 4:10 to go in the game. We'll be back. .410 to go in this one. For champion, it's Tori Hayes with 28 points. Justice Irish Holmes 17. Aaliyah Clark 15. 12 for Gentry and 8 for Pickett. That's all the scoring. It's been pretty much all of those players doing the action. Pryor had it blocked, got it back, and then lost it out of bounds. So Cameron Gentry, third in blocks per game in the NCCAA. Blocks that shot. We're inside 4 minutes to go in this one. Tigers with a nice stop out of the timeout. But it's taken away again as Derby rips it away, got it to Pryor. 6-point game. Aaliyah Clark attacks, draws contact, and Clark will go to the free throw line. Aaliyah is not 100% here today. She is definitely walking a little funky. Clark, 61% free throw shooter on the season. She's got 15, make it 16 points here tonight. (81-73). If you're just joining us, it was 30-24 at the end of one. It looked like we were headed towards triple digits. Defensives settled in a little more in the second quarter. Tigers have led by as many as 16. Pryor had it blocked by Gentry again. Clark takes it away. Pryor got it back, but a foul. Foul called on Pryor. Arlington has not led in the game. Campbell comes into the game. Bonus time, meanwhile, for champion now on the 5th team foul. So Aaliyah Clark right back at the free throw line. This is where there's been definitely, well, apparently not. How many officials does it take to count to 5? 1, 2. So, full court press is on again for Arlington. I'm having fun here. Pickett into the forecourt. Scott hounding her. Scott's played well defensively here today. Tori Hayes back in the game. The game high, 28 points. Tori over to Gentry. Defender went for the steal. Shot clock at 9. Justice attacks. Offensive foul. Offensive foul going to be called with 2:58 left to go. DeAnthony Ellison can't believe it. So here comes Arlington down by 8. Campbell gets it down low off the cut. Throws it up over 2 defenders. Gentry had the rebound, and she's fouled on the reach by Campbell, I believe. Campbell and Johnson are both out there because Sky Roach wants to torture me for the final 2:40. So Cameron Gentry going to the line. 68% on the season. She's got 12 here tonight. Hit her last 2 free throws. Are we sure this time? I think we're sure this time. This is looking like that Kansas State game. Gentry rims in the first one. Baker's dozen tonight for Cameron. She had a defensive lapse a few minutes ago in this quarter. And she has been playing mad ever since that time. She has 6 points and 2 blocks and several rebounds since that mistake. Has more than made up for it. Tori Hayes pushes it, hesitates, attacks, hangs, and scores. What a night for Tori Hayes. She's got 30. Tigers by a dozen. Things are looking bleak for Arlington. Down low, that is Gentry called for the foul. It's Johnson at the line. Free throw in and out. Nearing 2 minutes to go. Here in our first of 2 of the guys' game coming up. Arlington men have had kind of a rough, rocky season. They've played a lot of scholarship teams, though. So sometimes that skews the record, but a champion at 8-2 against Arlington at 1-10. That'll come up at approximately 7 o'clock. Depends on when this game gets done. We might be later than that. Tori Hayes called for a late offensive foul. Minute 56 left to go. Arlington not done yet. They get the stop. Got to pretty much score on every possession now if you're Arlington. You can play defense maybe for a couple more, but they'll have to start to think about extending the game. Campbell top of the key. Rivera. Derby. Scott out to Rivera for 3. No good. And coming from behind is Lily Pickett with the rebound. 90 seconds left in this one. Tigers in control, looking like they're going to get their 5th win in a row. Clock is your friend right now, champion. Tori Hayes face up. And the first time she's been off here today. Derby, tough pass. The bucket is good down low, though. Campbell got that one. Got to play the foul game now if you're Arlington. Let's see if they choose to extend. Oh, they're not fouling yet. They're going to play still a 3-possession game. Remember, you can advance the ball with a timeout in the women's game. Holmes trying to close the door. Gentry trying for the offensive rebound. And it's off Arlington, out of bounds. So now you have to foul if you're Arlington. No real choice in the matter. Tori Hayes goes quick, can't get it to go. Here come the Patriots. 3-possession game. They got to get some threes. And Scott can't get it to go. Tori with the rebound. Few second difference between game and shot clock. It looks like Arlington might be waving the flag here. And champion, well, no, it's really only a 1 second difference, game and shot clock. So the Patriots are going to have their 4-game winning streak snapped here today. They'll go to 7-5 and 3-2 in Southwest Region play as Gentry has 16 points. So 87-78 with 6 seconds left to go, Champion's going to call for time here. So we will step aside, but the Tigers about to win their 5th in a row here when we come back. So Tigers with the basketball. Interesting, they call a timeout here. 87-78, the palindrome score. Tigers led by as many as 16 here today. Torrey Hayes has it taken away. It'll be Arlington basketball with just a tick or two left on the clock. So Champion will go to 11-2. 4-1 at home and 6-0 in Region 10 play. Torrey Hayes with a game-high 30 points as Champion wins it 87-78. Stick around, folks. Game number 2 is coming up, Arlington and Champion. The guys' action at 7 o'clock, about 28 minutes from now. So congratulations, the Tigers win their 5th in a row. They're 11-2. Winning today, 87-78. We'll talk to you again at 7 p.m.